where you're grinding at, you know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps, had to make out with a feast, a family to feed.
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. Detroit Lions versus Jared Goff and the Los Angeles Rams.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now Goff on first down. Pass to Cobb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Isaiah Simmons just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Looking for Woods that time, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. You know, a week ago was one of the best defensive performances I've ever seen. He had 5 sacks. Here we go again.
And he's the type of player that'll keep an offensive staff up all week trying to figure out how to slow him down. But at some point, they just have to take account of themselves and say, I'm going to get bodies in front of him so he doesn't disrupt our offense totally.
Jamal will call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Lions will take over. First and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Carry on Johnson.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one.
In the heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted by the Rams.
He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Goff's pass.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
From the gun on third down, Goff. They got him in. It's Woods. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. From the 10, first and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. He's at the 50, the 30, 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. At each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field and looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick-6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick-6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Jared Goff sacked.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Goff now looking to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Isaiah Simmons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now on 2nd and 16. Goff under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. This may be one of the best stretches of defensive football that I've seen. I don't know about you. 5 sacks last week, now 3 here in this affair.
I would agree with that, and I've enjoyed watching the skill that's gone into it. You can see the intelligence behind it as well. He's watched tape, and he's setting people up. But relentless, that's the one word that keeps coming to mind. He does not want to be denied at getting to the quarterback.
And they're not denying it. Here's Johnny Hekker now, standing just about on his own goal line. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. So here are the Lions to take over. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive.
Number 33, carry on.
Micah Kiser was in on the tackle.
Micah Kiser on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier. Tackled by Samson Ebuka. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Play action. It's Newton. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. You have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They snap it to Newton. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Out of the gun. Gone. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. The 20. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20.
Complete to Keenan.
A big play there for L.A. 44 yards.
And
this offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Throwing again is gone. This is caught. And he's brought down. A Ram 1st down as Goff finds Kupp.
1st and goal, Rams.
They'll look to run with Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Touchdown.
Cam Akers, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over first down.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Brings up third.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the points that they just had against them.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try it now with Swift. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, first and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. They'll run with Swift. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift. And the Final seconds of the first half, and the Lions have taken the lead.
Daniel
Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
6 yards.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. Flush to his right. He'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Newton. And he he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Newton. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They will run it with Swift here. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 30.
It's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Goff on 3rd down. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They fake the give. Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Samson Ebukam. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway.
Complete.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Turned away on fourth down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Jared Goff sacked.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Well, the second down throw on target. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
A gain of 10.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down. Now gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Cooper Kupp, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Rams going for it on fourth. Gone. And that is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Kenny Golladay, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down near the 5. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Play action. Newton rolling to his right. Open man is Galladay, complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Newton's going to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Darren Warley. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them. Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, If they get into a third situation, head coach may say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Called it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake. Newton. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing here, Newton. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
He's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They'll roll him out right. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. And it's incomplete. Clock now showing 0:05. That's all we have left here in the 4th. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now Newton. That escapes the sand. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were really helped by their defense.